Peter Pan. Wendy Darling is captivated by a boy who flies to her window late at night in search of his shadow.
Unknown to Wendy, Peter Pan has made many visits to the Darling household and longs to take Wendy home with him to Neverland. We are representing a cutting from Peter Pan
By J.M. Barrie.
Tinkerbell. Tink? Tink, where are you? Oh, there you are. Do come out of that jug. Do you know where they put it? Over there. But which drawer? Oh, my shadow. I'll stick you on with soap. Stick. Stick. Oh, my shadow. What's the matter with you?
Boy, why are you crying?
What's your name?
Wendy Moira Angela Darling. What's your name?
Peter Pan.
Is that all?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
It doesn't matter.
Well, where do you live?
Second star to the right and straight on till morning.
What a funny address.
No, it isn't.
I mean, is that what they put on your letters?
I don't get any letters.
But your mother gets letters.
I don't have a mother.
Oh, Peter!
You mustn't touch me.
Why?
No one must ever touch me.
Why not?
I don't know.
No wonder you were crying.
I wasn't crying about that. I can't get my shadow to stick on.
It has come off? How awful! Why, Peter, you were trying to stick it on with soap.
Well,
It must be sewn on.
what is sewn?
You're dreadfully ignorant.
No, I'm not.
I shall sew it on for you, my little man.
Thank you.
I dare say it might hurt a little.
I never cry.
There.
It isn't quite itself yet.
Perhaps I should have ironed it.
Oh, Wendy, my shadow, my very own shadow.
But it's only a shadow.
But it's all mine. I'm so clever. The cleverness of me.
Of course, I did nothing. You're conceited.
You did a little.
A little. Well, if I'm of no use, I can at least withdraw.
Don't withdraw, Wendy. I can't help crowing when I'm pleased with myself.
Oh, Peter, you are so clever. Shall I give you a kiss?
Thank you.
Don't you know what a kiss is?
I shall know when you give it to me. Now shall I give you a kiss?
If you please. Oh, a button. Peter, I shall wear it on this chain around my neck. Peter, how old are you?
I don't know. I ran away the day I was born.
Ran away? Why?
Because I heard father and mother talking about what I was to be when I grow up. And I want to stay a little boy and have fun. So I ran away and lived a long time among the fairies.
Peter, you really know fairies?
Yes, but they're all nearly dead now.
Why?
You see, Wendy, when the first baby laughed for the very first time, its laugh broke out into 1,000 pieces, and they all went skipping about. And that was the beginning of fairies. Now, when a baby laughs for the first time, its laugh becomes a fairy. So there ought to be a fairy for every boy and girl.
Ought to be. Isn't there?
Oh no, children know such a lot now, and soon they don't believe. And every time a child says, "I don't believe in fairies," a fairy somewhere falls down dead. Ah!
Poor things.
I can't think to where she's gone to. Tinkerbell! Tink!
Peter, you don't mean to tell me there's a real life fairy right here in this room?
I brought her with me. Tinkerbell! Oh, Wendy, I do believe I shut her in that drawer. Well, you needn't say that. Well, I'm very sorry. But how could I know you were in that drawer? Tink, this girl wishes you were her fairy.
What did she say?
She said you're a great ugly girl, and she's mine. Tink, I can't be your fairy, because I'm a gentleman. And you're a lady.
What did she say?
She said you... Sorry. She's such a common girl, you know.
Peter, where do you live?
Way out there.
And how do you find your way home?
You just follow the golden arrows.
And where do they lead you?
It's a secret place.
Oh, please tell me.
Would you believe me if I told you?
I promise.
For sure.
For sure.
I have a place where dreams are born. It's called Neverland.
What does it look like, Peter?
It's an island, Wendy.
A large one?
No, quite small and nicely cramped with hardly any space between one adventure to the other. It's summer and winter and spring and fall all at the same time on different parts of the island.
I wish I could see it.
You can. Just close your eyes. Now, what do you see?
I see a pool of lovely pale colors.
Squeeze them tighter,
Yes?
and that pool will take on different shapes, and the colors will become brighter.
Yes!
So bright that they'll go on fire. In that moment, just before they do...
I see it! I see it!
That's it, Wendy. That's my island.
Oh, it sounds lovely, Neverland. Who else lives there, Peter?
The Lost Boys.
Who are they?
They're the children that fall out of their carriages when their nurse is looking the other way. If they aren't found in 7 days, they're sent far away to Neverland, and I'm the captain.
What fun it must be.
Yes, but we're rather lonely, you see. We have no female companionship.
Are none of the others girls?
Oh no, girls are much too clever to fall out of their carriages.
Peter, it is perfectly lovely the way you talk about girls. You may give me a kiss.
Thought you'd want it back.
Oh, no, I didn't mean a kiss, I meant a thimble.
What's that?
It's like this. Ow!
What is it?
It's exactly as if someone were pulling my hair.
That's Tink. I never knew her to be so naughty before.
What did she say?
She said she'll do that every time I try to give you a thimble.
She's very impertinent. Peter, why did you come to our nursery window?
To hear the stories. None of us know any stories.
How perfectly awful.
Your mother was telling such a lovely story.
Which story was it?
The one about the prince who couldn't find the lady with the glass slipper.
That's Cinderella. Peter, he found her, and they were happily ever after.
I'm glad.
Where are you going?
To tell the other boys.
Don't go, Peter. I know lots of stories.
You do?
Oh, Peter, the stories I could tell the boys.
Will you come with me? We'll fly.
Fly? You can fly?
Oh, please come with me. We shall all respect you, and you could tuck us in bed at night and make pockets for us. None of us have any pockets.
How lovely to fly.
I could teach you how to jump on the wind's back, and away we go! Wendy, when you're sleeping in your silly bed at night, you could be flying around with me saying funny things to the stars.
How do you do it?
You just think lovely, wonderful thoughts.
How sweet. Would you teach John and Michael to fly too?
If you'd like.